This is Dave Daly with the Chamber News Network, featuring the Tigard Chamber of Commerce for February 2011. We have with ourselves the CEO of the Tigard Chamber, Debbie Mullihan. And Debbie, tell us, for the month of January, what was a resume of the great things that happened here in the Tigard Chamber?
Well, we had several Good Morning Tigard events. They were hosted by various chamber members. Umpqua Bank was one, as well as Bull Mountain Mechanical and AC and Heating. And Union Bank also kicked off January for us with a Good Morning Tigard. Then we rolled into speed networking. We invited multiple chambers to that event. It's very widely popular. We hold it at Embassy Suites, who's a great partner of ours, provides that venue for us. And it was hosted by KPAM, another one of our chamber members. And great networking, great way to come away with 40, 60, 80 business contacts in a very short format. We run between 80 and 140 people in attendance depending on kind of the time of year. So awesome event in January that happened. Really excited about that. And then we had an after hours as well in the middle of January, hosted by Pacific Residential Mortgage, another one of our chamber members, and that was held here at the chamber. Different kind of format, a little more relaxed, wine, appetizers, gives people kind of a way to network, early evening, after hours if they can't make the AM networking. So those are a lot of the things that happened in the January timeframe.
Fantastic, and I'm sure you had feedback from business owners who participated in those events, who mentioned they got leads, they grew their business. What was the feedback for the attendees?
The feedback I've gotten, particularly on speed networking, is they really like the format. In fact, we've gotten such good feedback about it that the Hillsborough Chamber is looking at starting up a speed networking kind of out in the outer reaches of Washington County because of feedback from their members that have come to our speed networking. And we're working collaboratively to make sure that our speed networking times complement each other rather than conflict with each other, so we can provide broader networking opportunities for chamber members across multiple chambers.
Well, that's fantastic, and I would definitely check back here to the Tigard Area Chamber website to find when the next event is, so that you can get your business growing with getting leads for your business through the chamber networking event.
And speaking of speed networking, the next speed networking actually has already got a date scheduled. It's going to be the 14th of April. We'll be at Embassy Suites, so look for a registration link coming shortly to our web.
Okay, fantastic. So, Debbie, now tell us, looking forward, what events are coming up for the Tigard Chamber?
So again, we have our weekly networking coming up Thursday AM from 7:30 to 9. It moves around from location to location because it is hosted by a chamber member, so check our web under tigardchamber.org directory/events and check that out. We already had our after hours for February, so I want to give a shout out to Pacific Northwest Wine Club. Fantastic event we had last week. We had 40 or more people there, and since it's a wine club, we had great wine tastings paired with chocolates, paired with appetizers. People didn't leave when the event was over, so I think that's a significance of how well it was enjoyed by everyone. And then coming up, one of our first things is our Government Public Policy Subcommittee is kicking off a Meet Your State Legislator event here next week, the 22nd of February, starting at 7:30 and running until 8:30. And we're going to have Senator Burdick and Representative Doherty there to answer questions from either the general public, chamber members, etc. So everyone's invited to register and attend. It's a free event, but we do need registration because our room capacity is limited here at the chamber.
Well, fantastic. So also, Debbie, tell us what members have joined or renewed their membership here at the Tigard Chamber to give them some visibility about being a part of the chamber.
So we had several new members in January, which I'm very excited about. And Northwest Financial Solutions, who had actually been a member, had not renewed and then decided to come back to the chamber. So I think that's a really good representation of things that are happening and changing at the chamber. And then OregonLive.com joined in the January timeframe, as well as Pacific Capital Resource Group, Tastefully Yours, All About Tech.net, and Orion Network Solutions. So we picked up 6 members in January, and thus far in February, we've already picked up another 6 members. So I'm really excited about how February is shaping up with the new members.
And talking about membership, we talked, Debbie, earlier about if there's a business here in the Tigard or regional area that wants to be a member, that you'd be open to coming out and meeting with them at their place of business and talking about how their chamber membership could benefit their business. How would a business reach you to make an appointment for you to come out to their business?
The easiest way for them to reach me is they can either email me at debi@tigardchamber.org. They can call me at 503-639-1656.
You know, Debbie, the Chamber is a nonprofit volunteer organization, and every month we want to showcase someone who's really gone above and beyond as a member of the community and helped out the Chamber voluntarily. And who would you like to acknowledge this month for helping the Chamber?
I'd really like to give a shout out to Dan Snyder, who's one of our Chamber members. I've been privileged to be able to participate in Leadership Beaverton at the request of our board so that I can attend a highly rated program and then come back with all that learning and restart the Tigard Leadership Institute. But what that means is I'm gone one Thursday every month. And with our work schedules, my office assistant is in college, doesn't work on Thursday, so I need somebody to keep the Chamber open. And so Dan graciously volunteered both in January and February to come in for a whole day on those 2 Thursdays when I've been at Leadership Beaverton, man the phones, talk to Chamber members, handle people that are coming into the visitor center. So I want to give Dan a big shout out. I really appreciate that.
Fantastic. And Dan is an ACN representative, so if you're in the need of any television or home services, please contact him because we want to support people that support the Chamber. Because our Chamber here is a nonprofit, many times there's needs that arise, and we want to have a way that we can communicate these needs to our business community of what we can do to make our Chamber better. And Debbie, here, what does the Chamber need, or what would you like to ask of support from our business community?
Well, I'd like to ask the business community to kind of help us help ourselves. And so one of the revenue streams that we're fortunate to have as a chamber is we have a conference room, meeting room that we can rent that's got capacity for 76 people with a full kitchenette, self-contained bathroom. It's available 7 by 24. So if I can increase the rental usage on that, then we can use that to fund programs and work that back into the chamber. So if the community knows of people that are looking for meeting space, we have a space that's available 7 by 24. You can check out a key, has its own access. So if you could put the word out on that when people are looking for a place to have a meeting, a seminar, a wedding reception, those different types of things, that would be terrific. And our rates vary depending on whether you're a chamber member and what level of chamber membership, whether you're a nonprofit or whether you're the general public. So wide range of pricing, and I think you'll find it's very competitively priced compared to the market.
Okay, fantastic. And just call the Chamber office here and they'll be able to schedule and let you know if your event works for your schedule.
We run an electronic calendar, so we're able to look up, see when we've got availability. So you can either call us again at 503-639-1656, or you can email us at info@tigardchamber.org.
Okay. And also, many chambers have an incentive if a business refers a chamber member for membership. How is the Tigard's incentive to reward chamber businesses for referring chamber members?
We have a program for chamber members called Chamber Bucks. So when a chamber member refers someone and they end up joining, the chamber member that did the referral gets 10% of the joining member's value on their account with the chamber, and they can use that credit against any chamber expense. So for example, I had a chamber member that more or less paid for their holiday luncheon because of their chamber bucks that they earned on their account. So it can be used for against your membership renewal, an event that's coming up, speed networking, shining stars, those types of things.
Fantastic. And that's an example of the chamber communicating to our business community, but I'd also want to make an extension to all of you viewers. Is there any way that the chamber can help you? I'm sure Debbie would want to hear that and be in good communication, because it's going to help your business, it's going to help our chamber so that we can know what you need and we can share with you with what our chamber needs, and together we're all going to be a better force. We also want to highlight how the Tigard Chamber is connecting with the City of Tigard and the Tigard-Tualatin School District. Debbie, can you tell us how we're connecting with our schools in our city?
Sure. So from a school perspective, the high school seniors are trying to put together money to be able to do a drug and alcohol-free grad party. And so part of our involvement in that community is providing them kind of a venue for communicating that. So in our newsletter, we've been running a short article on the fact that they're trying to create these donations and providing a link so that people can find out more and donate to the high school seniors that are trying to put together this party. So that's kind of how we're connected currently with the high school. From a city perspective, there's several ways we're connected. Monthly, I go in and do an update to the city council on kind of what's going on within the chamber, what's going on with the chamber member businesses. And then we're fortunate enough, the city has put together a project to really look at revitalizing the retail environment down here in the downtown piece of Tigard. And since the chamber is also a downtown resident or business down here, we're fortunate enough that we're participating on that committee that's being put together with all the key stakeholders. So they just kicked that off, and so that's kind of our involvement with the city and something that they're really trying to do to kind of help shape the future of the economy here in Tigard.
So in closing, we want to encourage you to join the Tigard Area Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, and it's going to be a central point by which we're going to be able to communicate with you. And Debbie, tell us about the Facebook page and what information you plan on posting there.
Well, we've got over 152 people that are on our Facebook page, and we are posting all of our events that are happening, just information about them and where they're located. We're posting things of interest that we find out about relative to maybe a business or a governmental issue that's impacting business. So basically, we're just trying to kind of keep a constant news feed of what's going on in the chamber that we think is pertinent to people. People can also check us out on our LinkedIn group as well. You don't have to be a member to join either the Facebook or the LinkedIn group page, but that's just another format that we have for communicating.
So thank you, Debbie, for letting us come today to do this interview. We'll be back again next month as part of this ongoing series of the Chamber News Network. We appreciate you following us, and please forward this video to anyone who you would see could benefit from learning more about the Tigard Chamber. And we appreciate being able to cover what the Chamber does and highlighting all the great things that take place. Thank you.